Leon, could you take care of this for me, please? The slips, they're on the hub over there, okay? I need it right away. Hi, Heather. Bobbie Spencer, you remember me?
Yes, Bobbie. How are you?
Oh, fine, thanks. What can I do for you?
Well, I was wondering if Dr. Hardy had any time to see me. It would be a good time for me if he could. I'm an outpatient today.
Oh, well, actually, you have terrific timing because he just walked in and went up to his office.
Actually, I hadn't heard anything from my husband, Jeff, and I was wondering if he had any news.
Well, why don't I call him on the phone and find out for you?
Don't mind.
Not at all. Hi, Nancy. This is Bobbie downstairs. Is Dr. Hardy in yet? Okay, thanks.
Yes? Oh, thank you, Nancy. Yes, Bobbie.
Steve, Heather Weber is here.
What?
Yes, and she said she would like to talk to you.
You mean this is her day as an outpatient?
I believe that's what she said.
All right, send her up. I might as well find out what she wants.
Thank you. Dr. Hardy said you can go right on up. His office is on 2.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Heather. I think I understand why some of us didn't sleep too well last night.
Hey, forget it. Forget it.
I can forget it, but can you forget it?
Oh, yeah.
Anne, did you know that Heather was coming to the hospital today?
No, I knew about the outpatient visit, so.
Honey, you look like you're ready to fall apart.
I'm okay, really.
When you saw her Christmas, you didn't get so shook up.
Bobbie, I can handle it. I really can.
All right, but look, I'm your friend, okay? If you want somebody to talk to, I'm here.
Look, I told you about me not being able to sleep too well. There's a little bit more to it than that.
Yeah?
Well, I had a nightmare about Heather last night. She, was, in my room, holding a gun. And, she was wearing that same trench coat.
How did you know what kind of
I don't know, Bobbie. I just don't know. But whatever it is driving me crazy. I just got to talk to somebody about these feelings.
I think you better do that.
Yeah, Steve said I should talk to Rick. Confide in him.
Well, Steve's probably right. And maybe Rick can help you.
It's got to help, Bobbie. It's got to help. I've got to beg Rick if I have to keep Heather from coming out of that sanitarium.
Laura, I'm sorry if I couldn't be overly friendly toward Luke.
I didn't say overly friendly. Just fair, that's all.
Well, now, I think Rick always tries to be fair, but you have to be fair, too. You have to remember that last summer was a very painful and very unhappy time for everybody.
Okay. I'm sorry. I've been on edge lately. It's been ever since this friend of mine drew the sketch of me. It brought back a lot of memories and sort of haunting me, I guess.
Could we see it? It's very nice.
Oh, yes, it is.
I think it's very pretty of you. Don't you think it's pretty of her, Rick?
Yes, it is, Leslie.
I look at it, and I see all the headlines from the death of David Hamilton. I can't forget it. This teenager kills her lover. I'll never be able to forget it.
Laura, that was a bad time for all of us.
Yes, I know. I'm sure it was worse for the both of you.
Well, we lived through it, though, didn't we, all of us?
But the lies that you had to tell, to cover for me, to protect me, I know that was what started the breakup of your marriage.
Laura, we're not going to get into guilt feelings here today, right?
It's true, Mother. I know it's true.
Laura, you're being too hard on yourself.
Well, maybe I am. I have to be. I do. I look back on it now. I see what I did. I realize it. And I'm sorry. I just... I just want you to understand. I'm different now.
Laura, we do.
Laura, I do have to be honest and say there are times when I'm hurt because I can't offer to help you.
You've helped me so much already. You can't anymore. I have to help me. I have to get my life in order, you know? I'm waiting so that to hear from Scotty. I have to get a divorce because I want to marry Luke, Dad. I know I've never said it to you before out loud, but that's what I want, to marry Luke.
So, as I was saying, I'm going to be overseeing the entire security arrangements as a personal favor to Lila Quartermain.
Yes, sir, Mr. Spencer.
Dear Lila, friend of the family, you know?
Mrs. Quartermain is well respected here in Port Charles.
Oh, and what a lovely woman. She's so full of charitable purpose. Now, obviously, I have completely reviewed the security arrangements, but I would like to go over them one more time with you just to make sure that there will be no slip-ups.
I see.
Do you know exactly how many security guards there will be and where they will be stationed?
Oh, yes. There'll be 3 guards.
Right.
2 of them will stand here at the front door.
Correct.
Those 2 will check the people as they leave with their art auction purchases.
Very good. As a parent, you've done your homework. Go on.
The other guard will stand near the rear exit just in case there's any trouble.
You surely don't anticipate trouble, do you?
No, I don't think so.
I wouldn't think so either. It's a charity auction, after all.
Most of the treasures will probably be white elephants anyway.
Probably. But one never knows. There could be a diamond in the rough in the group.
Does that take care of everything?
Yes, thank you. We're completely checked out with the security precautions, and I am completely satisfied.
Well, then, if you don't mind, I do have some other work to do.
Surely. I thank you. I hope you don't mind, but I would like to stay here for a little while. I need to do another check myself. You know, security people, we're never satisfied.
Just turn off the lights when you're finished.
The lights?
That switch right there.
Ah, yes. Thank you. Dark enough. All right, that means we have to use the main power switch. Okay. There won't be much time here because as soon as those lights go out, pandemonium sets in. Some fool's gonna come over here and turn the lights back on. All right, people are gonna be jumping up. Spencer, what do? You make a beeline for the Ice Princess. People will probably be here. You're just gonna have to shove them out of the way, move up here. The auctioneer will be here. Shove that sucker out of the way. Grab the Ice Princess. Watch this step. Cashier here, probably be on his or her feet. If they're in the way, too bad. They have to go too, and we're out the door. And there's a guard. Won't work. There's gotta be another way out of here. Gotta find another way out of here. There's gotta be another way.
Heather, please, come in. Good morning. Won't you sit down?
If you're too busy, I could come back another day that I'm in Port Charles.
No, please. I'm sorry I kept you waiting, but I had to take care of a consultation first. We have plenty of time now.
You have a lovely office.
Thank you.
Boy, you must enjoy coming to work every day, having a view of the world the way you do.
Well, it's not exactly the whole world. Was there something special you wanted to talk to me about, Heather?
I only wanted to know if you'd heard from Jeff. I haven't heard a word.
Well, he's been very busy, as you can imagine. Won't you sit down, please?
Yeah, I figured he would be. What with starting a new job and making a home for Stephen Lars.
The truth is, Heather, I have talked to Jeff. And everything seems to be running more or less on schedule.
On schedule?
And what I'm saying is that he's working. He's found a nice place to live. He's hired a reliable housekeeper to look after his son.
I was so worried about that. I want to make certain my little boy's all right.
Well, I'm very happy to say he's doing very well, all things considered.
I'm so glad to hear that. I worry about the both of them. I feel so isolated from them.
I think I understand what you mean.
Have you heard? My therapy sessions are going a lot better these days.
Yes, and I'm happy to hear about that.
I'm going to be an outpatient of 1 day a week now. They let me go out of my own devices. I just go anywhere and do anything I want. I think that proves I'm getting a lot better, don't you?
Yes, certainly does.
Dr. Hardy, what I wanted to talk to you about is since I'm doing so much better, and I'm going to be an outpatient on a permanent basis very soon now, do you think you could change your mind about telling me where my son is?
Come in.
Dr. Hardy, there's a call for you on line 4 from Dr. Weber, and these papers need your signature right away.
Thank you, Nancy. Heather, would you excuse me a moment?
Oh, I'm in no hurry. It's all right.
What I'm trying to say is, would you mind waiting in the reception room? I'll finish this call as quickly as I can.
Oh, I don't mind.
And Nancy, you might get Heather a cup of coffee.
I'd be happy to.
This is Steve. Jeff, I was hoping it might be you.
You did say you wanted coffee?
Yes, that would be lovely. Thank you. You mentioned there was a Dr. Weber on the phone. That wouldn't be Dr. Jeff Weber by any chance, would it?
Yes, it's a long-distance call. I'll be back. The coffee machine's down the hall.
You'll have to make this brief, son. Heather's waiting in the outer office right now. From what I can figure out, she's going to try to get me to tell her where you are. But don't worry about it. There's no way in the world I'm going to tell her anything.
Hello, operator? Yes, this is Dr. Steve Hardy's secretary. I'd like to know if you'd be able to trace an incoming long-distance call without notifying the caller.